Continuing now with our lead story, President Obama trading 5 top Taliban terrorists for a captured American in Afghanistan. Today, White House spokesman Jay Carney fielded a question about the circumstances surrounding Sergeant Rowe Bergdahl's capture.
Has it been determined yet whether he was a deserter?
Sergeant Bergdahl was in captivity for 5 years, held against his will, and it was absolutely the right thing to do, consistent with our tradition in the United States, to secure his return. The Defense Department has been and will continue to be the lead in terms of evaluating all of the circumstances surrounding his initial detention and his captivity.
So Carney kind of dodged the question. Joining us from Boston, Fox News military analyst Colonel David Hunt. So I know you won't dodge the question. Was Sergeant Bergdahl a deserter?
Yeah, he was. Bergdahl, on June 30th, 2009, crawled underneath the wire at his fire base with water, food, change of clothes, a knife, and a cell phone. He called his unit the day after he deserted to tell them that he had deserted. I have 2 guys who were in the briefing July 1st, which is when the Army, the 4th Brigade Airborne of the 25th Infantry Division, first found out he was missing because he called them. And I've since talked to 2 soldiers who were in his platoon. Bill, we lost 14 soldiers killed searching for a deserter. He left his unit in combat. It's not arguable.
All right.
It's not arguable. And we lost 14 guys.
Let me ask my foolish questions here. Where was the unit?
Units on the eastern border of Pakistan, Afghanistan and Pakistan. It was a brigade-sized organization, about 2,000 people at this fire base. He was in a platoon. He was a specialist, and again, in the 4th Brigade of the 25th Infantry Division. He wandered away. We don't know yet whether he joined the Taliban or not, but there's no question that he deserted because he made a phone call. Admitting to it and took all the stuff with him.
So you have talked to, what, 4 guys who were what they're considered primary sources who were there, and they all told you, all 4 guys, I want to be very clear about this, that the man deserted. Is that correct?
Yes, two guys in the briefing the day that it happened. The unit was briefing everyone on and 2 soldiers who were in his platoon.
Okay,
he deserted. He walked away.
You've been out, I think, in that territory out there. That's no man's land, all right? So if you're a U.S. soldier and then you slip under the wire with water, food, and a knife, not even a gun, you got to be insane, right? Maybe this guy's crazy.
It's very possible there's a lot of problems with Sergeant Bergdahl, and I think we want to clean him up. I'm glad we got an American back. I totally disagree with the deal made, but I'm glad we've got an American back. We clean him up, take care of him, and then you court-martial him for being a deserter. We can't keep calling him a hero. Again, we had 14 soldiers killed trying to find this guy for the last 5 years. Operations turned upside down. We did everything we could on the ground to find him, which we should have done. We have that
even if you're a deserter, the Army Code, the Marine Code, the U.S. military code is, even if they disappear in nefarious circumstances, you go look for them. Okay, we got it.
As we should, yes.
We got it. All right, so the Obama administration's got to know what you know. And Carney dodged it by saying it's a State Department play. But everybody knows what you know, that the guy went out under the wire, a deserter, maybe he's insane, we don't know, okay? But we will know soon. What a chance they take by releasing 5 war criminals. They're just not terrorists, these are war criminals. These people kill civilians and will continue to kill them, all right, in return for this one guy. But as I said, if you're the commander-in-chief and you can get the guy back, I wouldn't have done it, but do you understand why Mr. Obama did it? Mr. Obama's going to take a lot of heat for doing it, by the way. Go.
Bill, we got to do anything we can to get our guys back. You can pay money. You can bribe. You can go on the operations and do a raid. The problem is we traded a deserter for 5 war criminals.
Right.
And that's a very bad deal, and it does put soldiers in the field at risk. I know Israel does this. The French pay money. This is the United States of America, and this is the first time in the history of the country that we've traded a deserter for war criminals.
I don't know about
outrageous.
that, but certainly it is dubious, and I think the president himself has got to address it pretty soon. Hey, Colonel, we appreciate it. Directly ahead, Juan and Mary Catherine will react to some people going after President Obama for the prisoner exchange. And later, Waters on who Americans love and who they loathe.
Someone that you really hate in this country?
The Kardashians.
Kim does have some assets, let's be honest.
Yeah, they're big.
Those reports after these messages.